You hear it all the time. Women are so complicating. What do they want? Or men are so confusing. Why are they all emotionally distant? Men and women just don't understand each other. Like when you're upset and cry, he pulls away. Or when he raises his voice, you shut down. It's not about personality, although that's a small piece. It's about energy. Masculine and feminine energy. And they both function in completely different ways. And once you understand them, everything in your relationships will start to make sense. When I learned this for the first time, a light bulb went off and I finally understood. So today, let's talk about it. Masculine and feminine energy are both forward moving, but they operate differently. Masculine energy is kinetic. It moves in a straight line from here to there, from A to B. Think of a train on a track. It has a clear destination and it stays the course. Men make direct decisions and move toward an outcome. For example, an easy example, a man chooses a restaurant, orders his food, and moves on. He sees no need to browse multiple options. He's like, I'm hungry, let's eat. Okay, so men are like trains. I'm going this way and there's no stopping me. When a train is coming, everyone knows it. Feminine energy, also forward moving, but dynamic. It's pure potential. It's this way and that way. There's potential here, but there's also potential there. Think of water, the ocean. It moves, flows, and shifts with the tides. Water takes its time. It flows here and pools for a while, and then it flows there. Women consider multiple possibilities and move in spirals, sensing what feels right in the moment. So using the same example, a woman browsing a menu will consider every option, feeling into what she's in the mood for. She may change her mind even after ordering because a new option suddenly feels better. Oh, that looks good. Can I have some? Want to trade? So this kind of energy is going to be frustrating for a train. Likewise, train energy is going to be frustrating for water. Now, let's talk about emotions, because this is where the biggest disconnect happens between men and women. When women feel emotions like sadness, frustration, guilt, shame, we move inward, we cry, we withdraw, we seek comfort, we go hiding under the covers. Remember, feminine energy is potential energy, so there might not be any movement yet. Women process their emotions in phases. First, I'm going to withdraw, cry, hide under the covers, then tomorrow, or in a week, the next phase of processing will emerge. And that phase of processing might be very masculine, energetically, in its nature. I've done the crying and hiding, and now it's time to take action. Now, to men, they're probably thinking, why not just skip the first phase and move right on to the solution? Well, put simply, it's because the feminine must process first. And gentlemen, if you're watching this, if you're going to be in a relationship with a woman, you're just going to have to slow your train brakes and accept that. And ladies, processing your emotions and pooling there for a while isn't weakness. It's a biological stress release mechanism. So, for example, you've had a rough day, you come home, collapse on the couch, and start crying. Your man comes over and asks, what's wrong? And you might say, nothing, and continue to be withdrawn. Or you might need his arms around you. Either way, you just want to be felt. But your man immediately starts offering solutions. Why? Because he's a train, which frustrates you because you're not looking for fixes. You want presence so you can simply process. Now, when men feel the same emotions, they move outward. They get loud. They raise their voices. They make big movements. They express themselves outwardly, which might make women feel like aggression is being directed towards her. And what do we say? Why are you so angry? And what's his response? I'm not angry. This isn't aggression, it's a stress release mechanism for men. So, the same example, your man has had a tough day. He comes home, he's hungry, he slams the fridge door shut a little too hard, his voice gets louder, and he seems irritated. You think he's mad at you, but really, he's just processing stress differently. He's processing stress like a train. So, understanding this can shift relationships instantly. He's not attacking you and you're not weak. You're just processing differently. So if masculine and feminine energy are so different, how do we actually connect? When he's being direct, he's not shutting you down. He's creating structure. He's not ignoring you by not feeling your emotions. He's providing stability by offering solutions. He's showing love in his own way. He's showing love in his masculine way. So if you tell your man you're overwhelmed with work, he immediately starts suggesting ways to streamline your schedule or confront that coworker. Instead of getting frustrated, thinking he's being emotionally unsupportive, recognize that this is how he shows love, by wanting to solve the problem. He's trying to be helpful by moving from A to B. This is a problem. I don't like seeing you like this, so here's the solution. Done, right? And it's logical. That is totally logical. But in those moments, women don't want logic. They just want to process, which takes time. We are like water. It takes time to flow. So now the flip side of that, when a woman changes her mind, she's not indecisive. She's exploring possibilities. When she expresses emotions, she's not being dramatic. She's just processing. When she wants to talk, she's not looking for a fix. She's seeking connection. Balanced relationships require us to embrace both energies. So now that you see how these energies work, imagine what happens when you master them. And this takes self-awareness. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that it's not about personality. So let's talk about that for a minute and where personality comes into play. When we're dealing with these differences in processing, it's important to have self-awareness of our own personality within the ways in which we process. When we view these differences as energy rather than personality flaws, we stop taking things so seriously or personally and start communicating more effectively. So let's talk about communication. It's imperative to communicate our needs to each other. It's okay to say to your man, I don't need solutions right now. I just need you to hold me. Or, I don't want to talk about it right now. I just need you to let me process this. And when your man pushes you away, when all you want to do is hold and console him without giving him solutions, you've got to understand where that's coming from. In this way, we can begin to give each other the space to allow the masculine or feminine energy to unfold as it should. If you want a breakdown of how to use this in your life, you can download my quick guide, which I'll link below. Understanding this will completely change how you connect in love and life, as this guide explores the fundamental differences between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies, helping you understand how these forces shape our behaviors, our emotions, and our relationships. It breaks down the core nature of each energy, common misunderstandings, and how to bridge the gap between them for deeper connection and harmony. Whether you resonate more with feminine or masculine energy, or both, because we each have both, you'll gain clarity on how to embrace and balance these dynamics in everyday life. If you liked this video, please like, comment, or subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here, your interest in healthy relationships, and contributing to humanity's growth.